Happy holidays from AEE. I'd like to start by thanking everyone, all the members of the AEE family, for continuing to execute the vision of AEE, leading the global energy community to meet the challenges of a clean and sustainable future. Really, it takes everyone, all members of the family. Really like to first thank the AEE staff, our board of directors, our regional vice presidents and special project leaders, chapter officers, our training partners, instructors, speakers at our events and webinars, and our volunteers from around the world. Thank you all for all you've done for AEE in 2022. 2022 has been, once again, another interesting year. COVID, the pandemic, continues around the world. The Russian invasion of Ukraine, and a global economic crisis with near record inflation and supply chain issues around the world. But even with these challenges, we have great opportunities. And on a positive note, certainly much focus and much more focus this year on energy efficiency and the climate impact. In the U.S. and around the world, there's been historic funding and programs for energy efficiency, for workforce development, energy equity, and clean energy solutions and programs to impact climate change. So I'd like to look back and think and reflect on AEE and our year in review. This year we celebrated our 45th anniversary, culminating with AEE World in Atlanta this year. I really can't talk about AEE without going back and recognizing Al Tooman, our founder. A visionary with nothing more than a vision and a dream, moved his family to Atlanta in 1977 and started AEE the same year the U.S. Department of Energy was founded. The values of AEE, people first, and we are a global family, but also one of our values is that we celebrate diversity and inclusion. And I can't think of a better example of that than this year. The 2022 president for AEE has been Dr. Fatou Al-Ragoon. Fatou is our fourth woman president and the first woman president outside the U.S. She's from Kuwait. So Fatou, thank you for being a vision and a great leader for AEE as we celebrate our 45th anniversary. This year we also recognized 11 members who have been AEE members since we were founded in 1977. Quite the accomplishment. Barry Benatar, Larry Baronis, Jerry Colbert, Bill Fleming, John Hefantis, Frank Johnson, John Kinkila, Evans Lizardos, Marty Moza, Richard Nowak, and Jim Waltz. Thank you for being members for 45 years, for supporting AEE, and for all you've done to help us achieve what we've done in these first 45 years. This year we've returned to in-person events. I mentioned AEE World that we held in Atlanta. We also did our first AEE presented event outside of the U.S., AEE Europe in Dublin, Ireland in October of this year, a very successful event. We awarded 3 Al Tooman scholarships and for the first time won Ruth Whitlock Scholarship to the top international female applicant to the AEE Foundation Scholarship Program. We recognize Larry Good for his 35 years of service to AEE, most recently as Senior Director for International Member Development. Larry's transitioned to a role of International Advisor, and LJ Grobler has moved into the position of Senior Director of International Member Development. I can't recognize Larry without recognizing Maya, who's been by his side and really a part of the AE family for 35 years. So thank you, Larry and Maya. This year we unfortunately lost Ruth Whitlock. Ruth was involved and worked at AEE for 35 years and truly was the mother of AEE. So Ruth, we remember you and you live on as an inspiration to us all. We continued this year to be the global voice for energy professionals, training thousands of professionals in C.E.M, CEA, CMVP, and other programs globally in 10 languages. We continue to offer member webinars, continuing education for members only, delivered in multiple languages and in multiple time zones around the world. We launched the AEE podcast, Full of Energy, an initiative from our president, Fatu, that's been very successful. We installed solar panels and EV chargers at the AEE headquarters in Atlanta, and we participated in COP27 in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, with our AEE delegation from the US, Spain, Kuwait, South Africa, Egypt, and Lebanon. And we continue to grow, especially seeing growth with corporate members, certified professionals, and very important, student chapters, as students are the future. So I'd like to close in saying, from the entire AEE family, to you and your family, we wish you peace, good health, and happiness during the holidays and throughout the new year. Happy holidays from AEE.